Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of the people on YouTube out there. This is the Matrix, and I thought I'd bring you something a little bit different rather than some gameplay footage. I'm going to show you a little bit about the new map of Chernarus for DayZ Standalone, where to go, what to do, and how to get some good gear. So, shall we begin? I know I'm using DayZ Database to do this, no doubt you all know about the map, but this is a little quick guide for people who don't have time to run around looking at maps and stuff, all of that. You know, this will help you out a little bit. Now, as I'm sure you know, when you spawn, you are more than likely to be here, Balota. It seems that is the majority of spawns. Only on a couple of occasions have I spawned somewhere over here, and once up in Novi, which is actually a really good spawn. So, let me give you some basic tips. If you spawn, you know, Komarovo, Kamenka, somewhere in this general region, then yeah, you're either in for a very good time or a very, very bad day. Now, if you spawn here at Balota, I recommend, or as I said in the following towns, I recommend the first thing you do is raid the town that you're in. All the buildings are rentable, have a look through. You know, Chernarus is a really good one. You could spend hours and hours in there, I have done. And the good thing is raiding houses, they will normally net you, you'll find food, you'll find water, you'll find new clothes, you'll find backpacks. You'll probably find melee weapons. The melee weapons are very different. I mean, you get things like the pen. Yeah, you get a pen. But you can get things like a pen. You can get a wrench. You can get a shovel, you can get crowbar, you can get a wood splitting axe, you can get a fireman's axe, of which the fireman's axe is the best. It seems to just take out zombies in one fucking hit, no matter what condition it's in. I've had ones that have been ruined and badly damaged, and it's just bang, zombie done. Same with players, it decimates players. On the other hand, you score a good head hit, you're likely to kill them or knock them out anyway. But yeah, so, you know, go to the town, look around, get your basic gear. You know, you'll probably come across a can opener stuff as well. Now, when it comes to Cherno, obviously here you have the hospital. Great place to go and loot if you get there on a server restart before everyone else has stolen all the stuff. But you'll get everything you need from there. You know, medical wise, normally as long as you get yourself the best thing to get is a medical box. If you can get a medical box, you're done. You know, that comes with bandages, it comes with an IV starter kit, it comes with a blood bag that you need to fill up from another player. But if you do manage to get into the hospital, go and get a fucking blood test kit. Make sure you get one, because it's a new feature, the fact that you have to fill up blood, and blood it comes in different types, you know, positive, negative, whatever. And if you give your guy the wrong one, he's gonna die, as he would in real life. Gonna have a cigarette. Got a new lighter. Ooh, Christmas present. That's a point. Merry Christmas to anyone who's watching this, and to anyone who's watching it after. You know, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah. I'm sorry for your loss, whatever. But yeah, if you do manage to get into Balota, this is probably where the majority of people will find. If you are a new guy, you've just spawned in, you've got some basic stuff, you've got yourself a backpack, you've got yourself you've got yourself some clothes on, you've got a melee weapon, head to Balota. Go and have a look around and see what you can find, because I'll go in a little bit more. That's as far as I can go, right? You have now got, here is one of the, as people call them, the prison. I prefer to call it the detention centre, because it's only got one cell. It's not a fucking prison, is it? Now, normally in the prison there will be guns. You'll probably find an M4 in there. You'll probably find a pistol. You might be really lucky to find a mag. You're more than likely going to get yourself some boots, some clothes, the usual kind of stuff, really. Maybe a large backpack. You know, you still got the hangers. You got the ATC tower, which is there now, I think. Yeah, or there. Yes, that's the ATC tower now. Now, what else we got? Here, and here, and here are now enterable barracks. These are fucking You get there, you will gear up to fuck if you're in there. You'll get a rifle. You might get some ammunition if you're lucky. Ammunition seems to be really, really rare in those kind of buildings. You actually stand more chance of getting ammo in the prison / detention centre. But you'll more than likely get an M4. Sometimes I've noticed in the like the shower room, which is this bit here, right there as you go in. I'm sure you all know. I found Mosins in there. How odd. Now, what you may notice is you remember Tent City here. I know you've all probably been there. Now this is where you get your fucking ammunition. There, it's only the tents with 2 entrances and the pointy top. I'll bring up a picture of that so you can see it. Probably, if I can find one. I probably will. But yeah, these are the tents you want to go in, and they will have on the floor. You rarely find weapons in them, I've noticed, but you do find ammo. I've found Stanag mags in there. I found 7.62. You also find a lot of weapon modifications as well. You know, things like you'll get the wrist handguard. You'll get you'll get ACOGs. You'll get red dot sights. You'll get bayonets. You'll get new buttstocks. But that is the place to go if you want ammo and upgrades. If you're a new spawn and you happen to get here on a server restart. If not, if you get here an hour after a server restart, you are not finding anything. Another place to go to gear up, if you've got a lucky bloater spawn, is here. This is a new area that's been put in. This is a military base located right here by Pavlovo. So, another good tip would be if you've just spawned at Kamenka, get on this road, follow it. You will go straight past. Now, what I tend to do is completely avoid the military base, go into Pavlovo, get the basic food and supplies and melee weapon that I need, and then head in here. I don't know what that was. And in here we have, let's see, here is a hospital, so you can get your medical gear. You have a barracks there, you have a barracks there, you have a barracks there, and you have a barracks, fuck off, don't even know what that is, and you get barracks here. This is it's an office building, I do believe, so you will probably might find some food and stuff in there, but this is another good place to go early on to gear up. But again, if you get there near a server restart, you ain't finding nothing. You know, after an hour or so. Now, obviously, there's some other new features. We'll go back over here, which is this area here. I'll zoom out a bit, because you've got Chernarus, you've got this, and this. Now, these mostly consist of high-rise tenement buildings like the ones you find around the hospital here in Chernarus. These large tenement buildings, they are all over the place here. But there are supermarkets, there are office buildings, there are schools, and it is a really good place to go and get your basic gear. And also, the one thing I've noticed about this area here, and especially along this road here, is there are a lot of cars. And cars, you can now, majority of them, you can open the doors and you can look inside them. You can open the boot or trunk and look inside those too. And you will find things like, you'll find food, you'll find boots, you'll find clothes. I found maps in there, I've found melee weapons in there, I found pistols in there. I don't know if that was left by someone, but I have found them. But these are gold mines. But they are also player killing havens, because you can get on the roof of every single fucking one of these buildings pretty much. And, you know, somewhere like here, for example, if you have a guy on that roof, and a guy somewhere over here, you then cover all avenues of approach, and if anyone comes in here, you can just decimate them. Dead. So they can be bandit havens, especially people who want to sit up here and shoot into Journo and kill people in. The range of rifles is now very limited. The M4, if you were stood here, the M4 is probably only effective to around about this kind of radius, unless you've got an ACOG, then it doubles it. But if you're up on top of the roof of this building, for example, with a Mosin with a long range scope, which you can get at a bipod to make your life really easy, you can hit into this kind of radius. But these places are really good to go and get your food and drink and very basic stuff. Same with the big towns. There's not much has really been changed. Still got Cap Glover up there. Electro is, well, it's fucking Electro, isn't it? Nothing much has really changed. Wrong way! Skaliski Island. I haven't actually been here yet to check it out. It looks like No, it doesn't look like they're putting it there, so let's not even bother. Now, there are some... Yeah, they've added some new features in. A lot of places have more stuff than they used to. But it's pretty good. But another good place to go is generally any... as soon as you get on the coast, what I tend to do is go in land, get to Nedazino or Mogilivka or, Kozlovka. Brilliant. You will find everything you fucking want in those places, except for guns. Really, you might get lucky and find a Mosin in some of the farmyard buildings. Right, the next point to go and get geared up is Lenogorsk. Beforehand, this seems to be not popular, but it is uncommon to find people here now. The thing you'll notice about Lenogorsk is it has changed. Now, what's happened is, if you remember, this area here used to be where the supermarket is. No longer. The supermarket is now here. This is the supermarket. This is a military area. That is a prison. These two here are barracks. Sorry, detention centre. So you can actually get here, get your stuff, get a weapon, possibly have some ammo. You're more than likely going to find yourself a decent backpack and some military clothing, and you're good to go. Now, zoom out a bit, I'll show you another place. See this here? We have a military base. Now, this is located directly between Kabardino and Vybor, which is fucking excellent, because if you get... Oh, come on. Oops. If you get a Novi spawn, you can obviously check Novi, go to Starry, go to Kabardino, go to the military base. More than likely, you'll get everything you fucking want. They've also changed up where the location of the supermarket. The supermarket is now here in Starry instead of being here where it was before. There was also no military tents anymore. This is not a military zone. But you make your way over. If you follow the road and get to Kabardino, and you get to this crossroads, just go straight between them and you'll get to this military base. Now this has barracks, and detention centre. So again, guns, ammunition, maybe. Now, some other changes. There is one more place I know of that is really good to gear up on. As you get to this military base, for example, you get your gun, you get a mag. You want more ammo, you want some upgrades, you fucking go north. And you get to northwest. Now, obviously you've still got the south barracks here, and the detention centre you can now go in. The hangars, I have noticed, will spawn anything from backpacks to weapons to ammo. I remember going through all of these hangars, and I checked out here. I got my first gun from there, and after checking these, I ended up with 3 twin-linked Stanag mags. That's 180 rounds I was carrying with me, so I was ready to go and fight. Now, as well, you've got a detention centre here. You've got the fire station. The fire station, I've noticed, seems to spawn a lot of pistols and pistol mags, which are rare. Pistol mags are. So it's worth checking out. Obviously, you go further up, you've got more here. Nothing's really changed over there, but then you'll notice this. Now, if you remember, down in Balota you had Tent City. Here is another one. This is a military tent facility. Now, there's only a few of these tents you can enter. Only these ones here, and these ones here. But they will contain ammunition, weapon attachments, backpacks, clothes. Very rarely weapons themselves, but very occasionally. Now, I've got onto high populated servers that have been up for a couple of hours and got a Novi spawn, made my way up here, had no encounters with players, come here, and this place is fucking geared. So, because a lot of people spawn on the coast, and it's basically a free-for-all down on the coast, it seems, the banditry is more rife here than it was in original DayZ. If you get up here and check here, you will find the ammunition you need and the weapon upgrades you need, more than likely. Now, there's not much else that's really changed. There is something I've noticed which has brought something to my attention. Now I'm thinking, do you notice all this up here? Now, this area, once you got past Olsha, used to just be dead nothingness. Look at all these roads that are here now, that have been added in, that weren't there before. Like this one. Like, there was never a road that went over this hill, through this wooden hill. There's something up here as well. I've not actually been there and checked it out. More than likely a petrol station or something like that. But they've got all these roads here now and bridges and stuff. Now, I estimate that in the future sometime this map's going to be changed up, and there may be. This looks like a perfect area for a fucking city right here. There might be a new town added up here. This definitely looks like a large town is going to be added in up here. Look at me. Look at the pattern of the roads here. It's very similar to the pattern of the roads that you get in places like Electro. See? Kind of a slight grid system going all over the place, but only really one main road in, one main road out, with a couple of other exits. So I'm hoping main road in, main road out, another couple of roads out. This is probably going to be a new city up here, and by the size of it, a pretty fucking major one, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, nothing much has really changed up here. Northeast Airfield is still Northeast Airfield. It's probably going to be another town here. Look at that. Looks like there's going to be something there. But those are the places to go to gear up, really. But my general rule is, I'll go through it one last time for you, is if you get a coastal spawn along here, it is raid the nearest town you're in. If you spawn at Kamenka or Komarovo, go up here, get to this military base, get to Pavlovo, search, and you'll get yourself the gear you want. Then head to maybe head to Zelenogorsk if you want to really gear up and get more. If you get Balota spawn, by all means check Balota, but if you want to fucking die, because this is free for all, team deathmatch central here, because it's just where most people spawn. If you check this area, you do so at your own peril. The odds are you're probably going to die. But definitely get here, here, and here. Check these out. These are fucking brilliant. The large cities are pretty good, but these are a fucking gold mine. But then after that, I've never actually had an electro spawn yet. I don't know if they are actually in the game, but if you do, as I said, make your way up north or try to avoid the town. You're not going to find anything. It's already been raided. Even if you get in the server 20 minutes after the restart or 10 minutes, it's been raided. There's nothing there. Move on. Get yourself up north. And that's the best place. As soon as you get basically past this line, I'm going to draw it on here. Once you get past this line here, you're pretty much safe. You're not really going to encounter many players. You'll be able to get all the stuff you need. If you want to come kill people, go up north, gear up, come back south. You'll probably die, but it's worth it. After all, now, it doesn't take a lot to kill you. But if you're lucky enough to get Northern spawn, which I only think is Novi at the moment. I've never spawned anywhere else, only Novi. But yeah, get up to 10 City here and get to this military base, and you'll get everything you fucking need. Now, there are various other buildings as well that will help you out. Now, in Starry, especially, I've noticed this now. This here is the supermarket. Now, right here is a 3-door garage / storage facility. Now, there's one of them here, there's one of them here, and there's another one somewhere over here. I can't remember where. Now, these things are fucking amazing. You will get military, you will get melee weapons from there. There's a slight possibility you'll get backpacks, you might get can openers, but you'll definitely find a melee weapon in there. You might find weapon upgrades in there too. I've found PU scopes, I've found bipods in there, so yeah, I've found can openers in there too. They're actually really good. Also, these long barns here, the white long barns, they spawn some good gear too. Especially now they've added more here. The only part of Novi that's really changed is they've added a few more of them in here. This is actually a pretty good farming area. This building as well is fucking brilliant. But these long white barns, you will more than likely find some food, some clothing, possibly a melee weapon, so you're all good to go. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, as every building's enterable now, no doubt, you can go to a town like, if you ended up here in Pishtovska, which I have many times, search through this whole town. In daylight, it's going to take you an hour or so. At night time, you're looking at 2 hours, maybe, of walking around checking all the buildings. Also, as I'm sure you're more than aware, these little small outlying towns are great for getting food. If you find yourself low on food, go to one of these. You will find food, you will find water. You might not find a lot, but you'll get enough to keep yourself alive. But general rule of thumb, stay off the fucking coast. You will die. It is deathmatch central along the coast, especially Balota. But yeah, that's it, guys. I really hope this guide helps you out, shows you some of the new areas that About really does give you a little bit more of a chance. I want to see as many people as I can further up north, and I want to see more friendly players helping each other out, because shooting people damages their equipment, so you don't get the stuff off them. And with the combat logging system, which is accidental, as soon as you die and you press respawn, your body disappears, which is kind of annoying. It does make killing people kind of stupid, because all you got to do is press exit and they can't get your gear, and vice versa. But yeah, I really hope this helps everyone. I hope you all are really enjoying the alpha. Just remember, it's a fucking alpha. Don't worry about the bugs. They will be ironed out when Rocket gets round to it. Maybe. But soon, things will start working, guys. But for now, enjoy the game. Enjoy everything you've got. Enjoy what's coming up. Try not to kill each other as much. Just because the guy's got a fucking gun doesn't mean you should walk up and shoot him, because you know what, he'll just exit and you won't get nothing, and all you will have done is expended ammunition and probably taken a hit if the guy's actually quite good. But yeah, thank you very much for listening to me ramble on. I really hope this has actually helped you out. I'll see you all later on. Have a really good day. Enjoy every single moment of playing DayZ Alpha until it gets to beta, and then enjoy that, and then when it gets to the full game, fucking enjoy that too.